Hello and welcome to the Men's Supa-Liga match between the West Coast Cobras in the green kit and the Northern Hawks in the black kit. I am your commentator today, Jade Paul, and I'll be joined a little bit later by Annie Leyland. The team lineups for today we have for the West Coast Cobras, number 9, Luke Ross, number 69, Dexter Hard, number 8, Marco Florenza, number 3, Hazrata Clarkey, number 1, Tom Robles, number 4, Jake Pizzuto, number 15, Shaz Ramley, number 23, Ash Rosen, number 6, Diego Florenza, number 28, Michael Dudek in goals. And for the Northern Hawks, we have number 7, Daniel Formato in goals, number 5, Nishan Alagoda, number 17, Jassim Al-Shabani, number 3, Callum Bredemeyer, number 6, Ches Houston, number 10, Devon Rindell, number 52, Luke McGrath, number 12, Shafiq Hafiz, number 22, Adriano Jelenovic. And the game is underway with a West Coast Cobras possession. And Dan Formato does well to see that one out. Shot here from Luke Ross. I think there was a little touch from Jelenovic. Yes, it'll be a West Coast Cobras corner. And the shot from Hard there, sent far left of the post. Formato indicating he wants Rindell to go forwards, finds his feet. Rindell against Ross, sends it back to Al-Shabani. Balls with Houston. Rindell against Ross again. Goes all the way across to Jelenovic. Oh, and Houston trying to get between West Coast Cobras defenders. Gives the ball away, and the shot there from Hard. Ball over the top, looking for Al-Shabani. Just a little bit too long. Fell to the hands of Michael Dudek. Florenza sends the ball down the line for another Florenza. Oh, and Rindell sends it into Michael Dudek. Great setup by Michael Dudek there. We know Devon Rindell is incredibly dangerous 1v1. Jelenovic, Houston in the middle for Al-Shabani, does well to hold it up, gets around Ross, gets around him again, sends it back to Rindell. Rindell with the shot in the middle, and Ross manages to block that one. Al-Shabani subbing off for Bredemeyer. Very early sub for the Northern Hawk side. I'm just joined now by Annie Leyland, who is having her dinner. So if you hear any chewing sounds, that's just Annie enjoying some chicken. Houston brings it forwards, gets around Hard in the middle of the court, looking for the run of Bredemeyer. It was a good idea. Well blocked by the West Coast Cobras. Bredemeyer can't quite keep it in. It's a West Coast Cobras side ball, deep in their own defensive half. Hard. Oh, and Houston picks off the ball from Hard, and that's a great save from Michael Dudek. Houston on the corner, Bredemeyer with the shot, and it's another deflection for another Northern Hawks corner kick. Formato asserts his dominance, and he brings the ball forwards. Rindell on the right. A lot of quickfire shots here from the Northern Hawks, playing very aggressively in that attack. They've had a few shots, and the West Coast Cobras are being caught on the back foot a bit here. On the shot from Luke McGrath, sent way over the bar. Great power behind it though. Houston pressing high on Ross. Florenza. Ross sending it forwards, looking for the other Florenza. Diego. McGrath gets the ball. Bredemeyer. Don't know if he intentionally sent that to the feet of Houston, but it was a great ball from Bredemeyer. Ross plays Dudek. Florenza plays the other Florenza. Ross. West Coast Cobras slowing the game down now. They've been getting pounded a little bit in their defensive half. Florenza with a little step over, gets around Rindell and gets the shot up. Sorry, my apologies. I just lent on the advertisement button. On Rindell.
It's a long throw there from Formatos. Managed to hit its target, and Rindell now keeping possession for Northern Hawks. It's run into a player there, Florenza. See the shape of Northern Hawks and rotation from Houston across the middle of the court. Good ball movement from the Northern Hawks. Houston doing well against Hard on that right side there. Misplaced pass from Rindell. See Scarborough Sharks get possession with a kick in. Cobras with the kick in. There's a ball over the top from Ross. My apologies. Houston cutting inside, plays a long ball over the top for Hafiz. Ross against Hafiz. And that's a foul called from the referee.
Ramley's just stepped on the court now for the West Coast Cobras, as well as Clarkey and Pizzuto. Pizzuto in the middle with the ball. Back to Ross at Clarkey now. Has Ramley running at the back post. Gets past Bredemeyer with a couple of step overs, and Formato does well. And Formato taking the shot. Not sure that one was on, but he did score one of those the other week, so we know Dan Formato can put them on target. Rowson now on the court. A lot of quick subs for the West Coast Cobras here. Rowson. Ramley. Rowson's run forwards, gets the ball, gets around Bredemeyer with a left foot shot, and he sends it across the face. It's gone out for a goalkeeper throw from Formato. Sends it long for Rindell. And the Northern Hawks win themselves a sideline kick in, nice and high in their attacking half. Good opportunity here for the Northern Hawks to get themselves ahead early. Oh, Rindell too busy arguing with the ref as a Clarkey's just made it off with the ball. Ramley plays a Clarkey at the top. Rindell's got himself back in defensively. Northern Hawks are looking nice and tight. West Coast Cobras moving the ball around well, and that's a bit of a tough ball into the middle for Pizzuto there. Hard to control, surrounded by Northern Hawks defenders.
Bredemeyer plays it out for Rindell, who juggles the ball and flicks it on there. Bredemeyer showing his pace, almost getting on the end of that one. Now Cobras in possession, intercepted, but back at the feet of Green. Pizzuto with a well-placed pass for Clarkey at back post. Clarkey would be disappointed in that he didn't get his foot on that one. Rindell dribbling behind the keeper, showing composure. Clarkey almost dispossessing him there. Rawlston progressing forward to help defend, but Clarkey's got his work cut out for him there against Rindell. Keeping it in that corner. Battle of the two there. Jelenovic's gotten away, and great save there by Dudek. Whistle's been blown by the referee for a foul. It'll be a sideline kick for Northern Hawks. Rolled in for Brennemeyer. Jelenovic gets it past Ramley and ball across goal. Ralston in the right place to have that one seen out. Jelenovic rolls it back for Brennemeyer. Jelenovic to Brennemeyer again. Ramley doing well defensively, and Clarkie's won the ball for Cobras. Does well to drag the ball back, give himself a little bit more space. Plays it down for Pursuto, chips it across. Clarkie just couldn't get the header he wanted on that. Hafiz v. Ralston on the far side. And Ralston gets the vital touch to see that one out of play. Northern Hawks with the kick in, and time is ticking. He's just got that one in time. Jelenovic not seeing many options. Plays Brennemeyer. Pursuto with a good press there. Formato keeps it in with his feet. And then he's played long for Jelenovic. Great pivot player there, Jelenovic. Also seen a substitution made where we've seen Nishan Alagoda, a young gun player, enter the court for Northern Hawks.
Clarkie gets the ball into Rosen. Rosen does well to get it to Ramley, and he makes a great run forwards. Just unfortunately couldn't bring the ball down, but that was great play by the West Coast Cobras. Alagoda trying to get past Rosen. Rosen muscles him off the ball. Dudek sends the ball into a Clarkie, and Rindell. A lot of argument from the Northern Hawks bench about that tackle, but the refs have called it as a West Coast Cobras free kick. Ross on the ball. A little flick through for Ramley. Has Rosen very deep. Rosen making a more positive move there. Looking to go around Jelenovic and sends it out for a Northern Hawks sideline kick in. Alagoda looking to go past Ross and wins another kick in. Houston sends it to Jelenovic. It just rolls under his foot.
Not that one. Down that far side, Cobra's unable to keep it in for themselves, and Ross slides with all he's got to clear that one out, and it'll be a kick in for the corner. No, sideline kick in, sorry, for Houston, who plays it across here. Houston doing well to shimmy left and right there. Ralston's pass stray there has gone out of play. Al-Shabani driving through two players and getting the shot off. Ross has slid to keep that one in. Sorry, I should say keep that one out of the middle of the court. Good? Okay. Rindell. There's a battle here on the side, and Cobras have gotten away with it. Good sliding save there from Formato.
Devin Rindell. Rindell plays in the middle for Alagoda. Ends up back at the feet of Rindell. Gets around Ross. Ross gets a little touch on it. Sending it out for a corner kick. And Ross sends it back to Dan Formato. Northern Hawks looking to start again. Alagoda just miskicked that ball and sent it to Luke Ross again. Al-Shabani holding the ball up. Sends Devin Rindell. Al-Shabani again gets past Ross. Battling with Florenza. Florenza plays Ross.
All down the line here, back row from Hard, and chance for Mato with another save there. West Coast Cobras in green take the kick in on the sideline. Hard back to the side. Ross cross to Florenza and back post making a run. Famato looks to go long again, trying to catch out Dudek there, but off target shot. Cobras in green driving forward. Chipped pass there from Ross, and on run there. Florenza drives inside and passes it to Florenza. Hard on this flank here. Plays it back across. Florenza to Ross. Ross patient. Ball is being signalled as being a Northern Hawks kick in from the referees. Ball through for Al-Shabani, and McGrath making that forward run. Dudek gets there though. With a bounce, it's hard to control there for Florenza, and he keeps it in against Alagoda. Inside now and plays it across, and Florenza plays it back rather than opting for the shot, but Hard is on run for that one. Off target. Listening and looking at the comments there from Shane Charles. Cobras, West Coast Cobras are in green, Northern Hawks in black. West Coast Cobras in green playing from right to left, and Northern Hawks in black from left to right. Ross here drives forward, can't keep the ball in. It's gone out of play. Al-Shabani, Northern Hawks takes the kick in. Long kick from Houston to McGrath has been kept in. Very close on that sideline. Great dummy there from McGrath and forward run. Northern Hawks having a promising attack there. Northern Hawks pressing quite high. A misplaced pass there from Hard. Houston plays Al-Shabani and McGrath back post. Open goal. Florenza just overstepping there, and Dudek having to make the save. Be a kick in. Houston to McGrath, who takes the shot, and clean save from Dudek. Long throw now. Hits Ross, he gets a good touch and toe poke, forcing a save there from Dan Famato. Transition now across the court. Northern Hawks drive forward, and Al-Shabani with a shot blocked by Hard.
And a shot again from Jelenovic. Northern Hawks getting off a few good shots in the last couple of seconds there. Florenza plays across to Ross, being pressed by Rindell. The pressure pays off. Ball ends up with Jelenovic. Ends it into the middle. Great touch from Florenza, stopping it getting to the feet of Houston. Oh, and Ross with a great block as well. Some good defensive work there from the West Coast Cobras side. Ross on the ball against Houston. Sends it to Florenza. Florenza to Florenza. Stray ball there, picked up by Jelenovic.
Northern Hawks back in possession in their own half, playing tidy passes back and forth here, and good movement. Long ball look there for Al-Shabani. See Cobras with the kick in through Ross, who plays the keeper. So only got the 4 seconds. Ross out wide to Florenza to the left flank here. Hard on that right flank now, engaging his defenders. Ross back across again. Florenza plays through for his brother. Timeout's being called by Northern Hawks. in the final minute and a half of this half. Not too much being said by the coach from Northern Hawks yet. Albert, just a minute. Just a minute. Now listening into the conversation. Yeah, okay, so a bit of a chat here from the coach, Greg Farrell, saying that the boys look like they're hesitating a bit and looking at taking a touch every time before shooting rather than looking at shooting first time and following up those shots as well. Can't hear too much of what's happening on the West Coast Cobras bench. Bit of talk from Coach John Goodlich and Captain Luke Ross. A few subs being made as well. All right, that's the end of the timeout. Long throw here to Jelenovic, who's trying to turn Luke Ross. He does get the shot off, but it's wide. Throw from Dudek. It's gone straight to Northern Hawks, who now play forward, but Luke Ross has read it well and won the ball for his team. Now Ralston with the shot. Devin Rindell with a great slide there. Ralston. Florenza. Florenza plays through to Ross. Lays it off for Florenza, who misses it. Florenza rolls it back now for Rawson. His touch into Houston still keeps the ball in the Cobras' possession. Ramley now tries to come inside. Florenza to Ross. Seconds are counting down. Ramley plays back to Ross. Instructions from the captain to move forward for Rawson. Now they're making the Northern Hawks drop deep. A straight pass there, intercepted from Luke Ross. It'll be a 1v1 and a shot there. Great finish from Adriano Jelenovic for Northern Hawks in the final 20 seconds of the first half to get Northern Hawks ahead 1 goal. We'll see it quickly on the instant replay here. That pass across from Luke Ross to Rawson, intercepted by Brennan Meyer, but overrun and scored by Adriano Jelenovic. Clarkey now on the court with Pseudo. Pseudo doing well to get the ball down and across the goal, but it's gone out of play before then. Houston plays down the line to Jelenovic. Jelenovic is able to turn there. Ramley and Pseudo defensively working together to win the ball here. And Ramley holds the ball down in the corner, and that is the full time of the first half. We'll be back momentarily for that second half, 21 minutes.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week in Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
We're back for the second half. Northern Hawks have the kickoff. Jelenovic kicks it back. The reset. The ball through the middle finds Jelenovic, who's able to turn and shoot. That was very close. Rawlson getting turned there by Jelenovic. Got to not allow him there to get onto his preferred foot and shoot. Bit of confusion with what's happening on the court. Is it a corner? Is it a keeper's ball? Referee wants to talk to a player. Jelenovic showing himself a yellow card. Ball played in for Brettermeyer's got a left foot there. Cobras not wasting any time. Great run forward here we see from Ramley and Rawlson. Ball's gone out of play for Northern Hawks. Last touch there off of a Clarkey. Few mistakes there from Brettermeyer with his touch, but he's run forward well. Rawlson's tracking him. Received it to play it across, and Rindell unable to keep that one in play. Pseudo now with the kick in to Ramley. Pseudo now drives inside, plays to a Clarkey. Back out to Pseudo. Across for Rawlson. Rawlson straight into Houston, and Cobras have lost to possession. Press being called by Dudek here. Houston runs away with it though. So to come inside, a Clarkey there to try and get the tackle in. He does well, but Northern Hawks keeps possession. Press still being called from the goalkeeper, Michael Dudek. And they've won the ball back here, and a foul's been given.
Play quick, play!
The West Coast Cobras with a free kick here, just over the halfway line, taken by Clarkey, and he sends it high. Famato sends the ball to Rindell, and he does well to win himself a free kick against Rawlson. So far in the first half, both teams have seemed relatively even, maybe just the Northern Hawks passing and moving with a little bit more intent than the West Coast Cobras side. Both teams have had some great attacking chances and have been playing very well defensively. Oh, and the ball from Rindell into Jelenovic, lays it off for Brettermeyer, and Clarkey does well. Brettermeyer, oh, and he fires that into Jelenovic. Definitely not how he wanted that ball. I think maybe Brettermeyer was trying to send it hard for a dummy from Jelenovic for Rindell. Rindell now on the ball. Brettermeyer. Oh, great decision making by Brettermeyer, and another great goal by Adriano Jelenovic. 2 on the scoreboard now. See on the replay. Great decision by Brettermeyer and a nice touch and turn from Jelenovic for that second Northern Hawks goal. Pizzuto plays Ramley. West Coast Cobras are going to have to change something up a bit here, I think, if they want to get themselves back into this game, or into this game, being scoreless so far. Ramley plays Pizzuto. Pizzuto against Bredemeyer. Plays Hazrat. Florenza. Great penetrating run from Hazrat. And not sure what happened there. Pizzuto ended up on the floor. And Jelenovic giving away the free kick there. Good call by the referees. Was just a little bit late into that tackle. Florenza on the free kick. McGrath and Jelenovic in the wall. Has Pizzuto at the back post. Florenza sends Ramley. Oh, and he tries to flick it down the line for Pizzuto. That's a good idea by the West Coast Cobras player, Ramley. Pizzuto gets played in and slightly miskicks that shot. And now Jelenovic with a quick break and a shot. Lucky for the West Coast Cobras, Michael Dudek positioned himself well for that shot. McGrath plays back to Houston. Houston drawing in 2 players. He wins himself the corner. And McGrath with the shot. Very close to the bar, just sending it over there. See Hard and the other Florenza stepping on the court for the West Coast Cobras now. Alagoda plays Houston. Oh, and the back roll from Houston intercepted and almost put in the back of the net. I think Dan Formato might have gotten a touch to that one. No, it looks like he didn't. Lucky for the Northern Hawks, there wasn't a back post runner there for the West Coast Cobra side. Side ball from Ashbani, sends into McGrath, and McGrath, hard tackle by Hard, and Florenza wins himself a corner. Corner taken by Alagoda, sends it to Houston. Little bit of confusion there. Luckily, Pizzuto sends it out for another Northern Hawks kick-in. Alagoda, sends it to Houston. Ends up at the feet of Florenza. Florenza against Alagoda and Al Shabani. Great double-up tackle by the Northern Hawks side. Florenza across the court for Hard. Back to Florenza. Pizzuto on that left-hand side. Has Hard back. Great movement by the West Coast Cobras side here. On and off the ball. Florenza looking forwards. Does well. Sends it back to Pizzuto. Pizzuto sends it into Florenza. Has Florenza on the right. Back to Pizzuto. They're slowly pushing the Northern Hawks defenders deeper and deeper into their defensive half. Pizzuto gets it down the line. Oh, and he stuffs up that last pass across the face. The Northern Hawks win a side kick-in. Rendell being pressed by Florenza and Alagoda. Bit of panic there, I think, from the youngster Alagoda. Sending it out. Ashabani pressing on Florenza. Alagoda taking over the press, keeping the pressure up. Northern Hawks do well. Alagoda and Al-Shabani now, on the run. I don't think Florenza even touched the ball in that tackle. Al-Shabani taking a second to get up off the floor. The refs have asked for the clock to be stopped, I think, for the injury of Al-Shabani. Bit of dispute whether the wall is 5 metres from the shot from McGrath. Dudek puts it at the feet of Ross. Ross moving forwards. Oh, and that's a great change of pace from Luke Ross. Florenza sends Ross down the line. Ross against McGrath, and a nice little touch in for Florenza, and he just sends it left of the post. It's an excellent chance there for the West Coast Cobras. They really want to be putting those in the back of the net at 2-0 down with only 11 minutes left on the clock. Or over 11 minutes, I should say. Florenza. Oh, and Rindell with a quick break. Sends McGrath. Back to Rindell. Oh, and a little back heel. Must have been miscommunication there. Not sure who Rindell was trying to play that ball into. Florenza against Alagoda. Oh, and he does well pace-wise. Gets past Alagoda, and the touch from Fumado, sending it out for a corner kick. Alagoda blocks that shot. It's sent over for a goalkeeper throw from Dudek. Gives it to Ross. Ross against Alagoda. Sends it in the middle for Florenza. Florenza does well to hold it up. Oh, maybe just holds it up a little bit too long. Oh, my mistake. Ends up with the ball at his feet somehow still. Not entirely sure whose kick in this is. Rest called it the way of the Northern Hawks. Will be taken by Nishan Alagoda. Sends it to Jelenovic. Has Bredemeyer running forwards. Little block there from Florenza. Ross against Rindell, and Bredemeyer helping in the tackle, and Ross shoots it to the left, and I think he... Yes, there was a touch there. Good sportsmanship from Devon Rindell, claiming that he touched the ball for a West Coast Cobras corner kick. Oh, and Florenza sends it straight into Fumado. Fumado sees Dudek off his line. It's a good idea from Dan Fumado. Great reaction speed by Michael Dudek, getting himself back into the goal. Rindell, great steal from Florenza. Oh, and a great ball across for Alagoda. A little bit too far in front of the youngster. Florenza. Looks like the West Coast Cobras want to slow this game down a little bit. Ross moving into the middle of the court, plays Florenza against Bredemeyer. Rindell comes in for a double-up tackle, and Rindell wins the ball. Rindell also wins himself a free kick. Jelenovic plays the free kick into Alagoda, and Bredemeyer looking to go around Ross, but he sends it out. West Coast Cobras need to do something in these last 8 minutes. At least 2, if not 3 goals. Jelenovic against Florenza, and he makes a mistake trying to get it through his legs and sends it into his feet. A Clarkey sends Rosen. Ross being pressed by Jelenovic, sends it all the way back to Dudek. Ross against Houston. Ralston, against Houston. Ross on the ball now against Jelenovic, and Jelenovic needs to be careful what he says to the ref here. He's already on a yellow card. That was definitely a free kick given away by Adriano Jelenovic. Just as the West Coast Cobras call a timeout for themselves. West Coast Cobras going to set up a set piece for this free kick. They definitely need to score this goal to get themselves in the game. Only 7.5 minutes left. This is an important moment for the West Coast Cobras in this game. Both these sides dropping 3 points last week, losing their respective matches. The Northern Hawks losing to the Perth Pumas, and the West Coast Cobras, I believe, lost to Condors. So both teams chasing those 3 points. Heard a little mention from the West Coast Cobras bench about a fly keeper, but not entirely sure if they're going to play it. If I was the West Coast Cobras, I probably would have pulled out a fly keeper earlier in this half, but the tactical prowess of John Goodlich doesn't let them down often. Players being called back onto the court for this free kick. Looks like a Clarkey and Ross on the ball. Sorry, Ross on the ball. A Clarkey in front of the wall. No. Pizzuto in the goal, has Florenza on the right, and the shot from Ross sent wide. They really needed to put that in the net. Rindell sends in Bredemeyer. Bredemeyer looking forwards, and a Clarkey blocks it well. Great read from the West Coast Cobras, a Clarkey. And Dudek coming out. Another great read defensively for the Cobras. Houston plays Rindell, and I think that ball... Nope, ball's still in. Called by the ref. It was right in front of me here. I couldn't quite get the angle. A Clarkey sends it to Florenza. Florenza with the shot. Just like that, the West Coast Cobras have put themselves on the scoreboard. Desperately needed goal there for the West Coast Cobras. 6.5 minutes left of this match. West Coast Cobras have picked up a lot of momentum straight after that goal. Florenza plays Ross. Ross moving slowly. Little ball for a Clarkey with Ross running at the back post. Great read by Houston. Florenza looking to go past, gets past Rindell, blocked by Bredemeyer. And there's the fly keeper now for the West Coast Cobras. A great decision in my opinion. 1-2 down. 5.5 minutes left of this match. Ross. Ball came off Devon Rindell. West Coast Cobras will keep possession. Ross. Oh, and he almost intercepted by Devon Rindell. Needs to be careful there. Looking to send that ball back to Ramley, playing fly keeper for the West Coast Cobras side. Ramley on the ball now. Ross. They're doing great, moving forwards, and ball into the middle by Florenza, blocked by Houston. Ross at the top. Plays Ramley. Down the line for Pizzuto. Ramley again. Cross to Ross. Some great pressure from Rindell against this fly keeper. They'll have to be careful that he doesn't pick off one of these balls and score himself an easy goal. Ross down the line for Florenza. Good defensive work from Ches Houston. He's a great defensive player, the Northern Hawk. Florenza sends it into Pizzuto. Oh, Pizzuto right in front of goal. Just didn't quite hit his feet so he could hit it first time. Ramley, back to Ross. West Coast Cobras being nice and patient with their fifth man play. That's what you need. Ross, back to Ramley. Little sneak forward by Ross and Ramley. Ball's down the line to Pizzuto. Back to Ramley. Cross to Ross. Northern Hawks are doing some great shuffling on. Just as I say that, Clarkey gets in the middle and he sends it out wide to, I think he was looking for Florenza. Timeout now called by the Northern Hawks side. Good decision, in my opinion, by Coach Greg Farrell. The West Coast Cobras were playing very well in that fifth man play and looked like they were getting up a lot of momentum, and I dare say if Farrell hadn't called the timeout, they were bound to score in the next couple of minutes. And that's definitely not what the Northern Hawks want. They just want to see out this game. 2-1, maybe score a few more goals if they can, but I doubt they'll be pushing for it now after being put on their back foot defensively by the West Coast Cobras. The referee's calling players back to the court. McGrath on the side kick in, sends it high for Jelenovic, and that's a great little touch by Ross, sends it to a Clarkey against McGrath. Oh, and he sends it wide to Pizzuto, and a missed touch by Pizzuto out on that right flank. Sends it out for a Northern Hawks possession. Oh, and just like that, Ches Houston makes a mistake and sends it out for a West Coast Cobras possession. Not often we see mistakes like that from Ches Houston. It's a welcome mistake by the West Coast Cobras side, and that's a great ball from Ross, and Florenza sends it in the middle to a Clarkey. Rendell wins himself a free kick. Free kick taken by McGrath. Jelenovic, and high press here from the West Coast Cobras, and just I say that, Florenza takes a bad touch. Ball had an awkward spin on it. West Coast Cobras, Ross plays Florenza right, wide on the right. Ross again, out wide to Pizzuto. Oh, and Florenza at the back post, that's an excellent run. Great ball from Jake Pizzuto. Some great attacking play by the West Coast Cobras. Like I said, just at that timeout called by the Northern Hawks, the West Coast Cobras are building up a lot of momentum and definitely looking like they're going to score. Ross plays it down for Florenza, and great little block from Rendell, and Jelenovic just hitting the roof with that shot. It'll be a West Coast Cobras side ball taken by Luke Ross. Moving slowly, waiting for Ramley to get in position. Ross looks forward. Out wide for Hard, and that's a great block by Jelenovic, and great strength by Jelenovic in that tackle. Cobras now. Ross plays Ramley. Ross again, down the line again for Hard. No one's there to make the block, but no one from the West Coast Cobras side there to get on the end of that ball either. And the shot from Famato, sent wide of the post. Dare say Michael Dudek had made it back in time. Hawks trying to press this fifth man. The West Coast Cobras have done well to get themselves out of the pressure from the Northern Hawks. Just Just under a minute left in this half. The West Coast Cobras are definitely in this game, and just as I say that, Ramley hits the post. It's unfortunate for the West Coast Cobras. Had a few of those today. They've created some great chances for themselves. A little mistouch from Florenza. He does well to send it back to Ramley. Ross, back to Ramley. McGrath a little bit slow getting to Ramley. Pizzuto sends it in the middle. Oh, and the Northern Hawks almost left that middle open for the West Coast Cobras side. Brindell sends it long. There's about 5 seconds left. West Coast Cobras need to make the most of this 6 seconds. They've had most of the possession in the last 3 minutes. Shot from Ramley just as the full-time whistle is blown. And the West Coast Cobras couldn't quite bring the scoreline back, but it was a great effort in the last 10 minutes of that half. And that's a welcomed win for the Northern Hawks, who again, as I said, dropped 3 points last week. Really needed that one to stay in touch with top of the table now, Scarborough Sharks on 3 wins. I believe this is our last live stream for the night, so thank you everyone who's tuned in live. We'll be back next Friday.